skip that one. Yeah, like I saw him.
It's like
There we go.
halfway through the first half, and I hear it. And like his voice to me is like, ding. So I hear him go, "Let's go, Rodman, let's go, Trinity." And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like there's no way this is happening right now. Mind you, I haven't seen him in or talked to him in months. Months. So I hear it and I'm like, I'm playing a game. Not like throw in nothing. Like I'm playing a game and I hear I'm running. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm still playing and I'm like, there's no way. I'm like chasing the ball down, trying to figure out a goal kick happens, right? I'm defending a goal kick. And I'm like in my stance kind of, and I look back and I'm like, what the? I look straight and I like start crying on the field. So I'm trying to play the soccer game and I'm crying. So yeah, I finished that half and then cry my eyes out in the locker room at halftime. And my coach was like, do you want to play? And I was like, yeah, I want to win. Hello? I'm like, he's not going to take me from winning this. It's like halfway through the first half. And I either so yeah, we finished the game.
Were you able to like play well?
Yeah. So I took the shot, ricocheted back, and Hatch scored it for us to win.
Yeah, you
Again,
did.
awesome. And then after the game, when we were winning, there's that part in your head where like the whistle's gonna blow, the whistle's gonna blow. And all I was thinking was like, oh my god, I'm gonna see him, I'm gonna talk to him, like what's gonna happen? The whistle blew and I was so like mad. I was like, you took this happy moment from me. Like you my head again. And he did it so many times and I don't even know. No, I think he knows what he does. But when the game ended, I was so angry. I was happy we won, but I was just like, And then I started getting mad at my mom because I was like, she had to have known. Why didn't she tell me like all this stuff? And then I walk over and again, there's cameras everywhere. Dennis Rodman's at the game. And I walk over there and all I did was cry. I was like, I'm walking over there so mad, like you. I walk over there, he grabs my head and I just start bawling into his arms as if like it's a either. So yeah, we finished the game. Daughter, like, and I'm just like, this is the first game you've come to, quarterfinal. You missed the entire season. Haven't seen my games in 3, 4, 5 years. And I'm just like bawling. I cried and then I was super happy. I was like, let's take the positive of it. He's here. Like that's more than I can ask. Left. I think I just went home because I had training the next day. And we just kind of left it at that. And he was just like, I want to see you soon. I'm in DC, whatever. And I was like, okay. And then after that, radio silence. I didn't see him for like until this year.
Wait, how many years ago was this?
3. Daughter, like, and I'm just like, this is the first game you've come to, quarterfinal. You missed the entire season. Haven't seen my games in 3, 4, 5 years. And I'm just like bawling. I cried and then I was super happy. I was like, let's take the positive of it. He's here. Like that's more than I can ask. Left. I think I just went home because I had training the next day. And we just kind of left it at that. And he was just like, I want to see you soon. I'm in DC, whatever. And I was like, okay. And then after that, radio silence. I didn't see him for like. So then it was just like, I think after that was when I lost hope in like ever getting him back. It was just going to be like he's popping in whenever he wants to be in a camera. And even at that game, I don't think it was for me. I think he wanted to have a good conscience and then be like, headline, Dennis Rodman showed up to his daughter's game, an important quarterfinal in her rookie year. And that's exactly what it was. So then it was just like, I think after that was when I lost hope in like ever getting.
Yeah, so after that, that viral moment, Dennis Rodman, he put out a response to it. He says that, sorry I wasn't a dad you wanted me to be, but either way, I still try and never will stop. I will keep trying even when you're being told as an adult not to respond to my phone calls. I will try even when it's difficult and if it takes a long time. I am always here and tell you all the time, whether it's a voice or a voicemail, how proud I am. I always had one wish, and it was I wish my kids would call me and come see me. Hopefully one day I can get that. I'm here and I'm still trying to pick up the phone. You have my number, you see me calling. I'm still here, Dad. He said, FYI, I watch you play all the time. I actually flew in to watch you play and was told not to show up because who I was, and instead of me just wanting to support you, so I watched you from my hotel balcony just to make everybody happy. I love all my kids. Hashtag untold stories. So yeah, so that was Dennis Rodman. He put down a little tweet on that. And go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take about difficulties of have stuff like this of a father and daughter relationship?
It's very heartbreaking. That's why I want you to cover this story. I'm glad that you are covering this story because it shows how the point of how daughters need a father in their life. I understand Dennis Rodman had a lot of kids, but at the same time, when it comes to women, they need a fathers. Boys too, men too, but definitely women. They need a father because remember they look up to their father as okay, that's the type of man I'm gonna end up picking. So if you're a man that neglect me, more like I'm gonna get a man that's gonna neglect me. So this one right here was so very important for women to understand and for men to understand as well that the point of father being present. See that even though she was doing the, even she, in my, she remember that story in so much vivid detail because that's how much it meant to her. Her father being there at that moment. So that's what I'm saying. That's the importance of fathers just being present. But like they say, men are the image of God. We all, of course, are the image of God, but especially men. They always say, men are the image of God. And what God always say, I'm there with you always, even to the ends of the earth. Father had to have that same mentality as well. You got to be there for your kids. You just have to. Go right ahead, I can.
I want to do a different approach. This is going to be a teachable moment, and I think we can all learn from this. This is a red pill. This is a purple pill. Do you want the basketball player Rodman who paid child support, millions of dollars of child support for you, or do you want Rodman Concrete who could come to the game after he come off of work? You can't get everything. That's life. You don't get everything. You don't get you get a provider. You don't get a husband. You get a dad who keeps food on the table. You ain't gonna see him. Put some respect on his name. Gaslighting and narcissism is disgusting. The man put food on the table. Let's get that straight. You want him to be? Is he God? Can he be at two places at once? Which pill do you want? Rodman Concrete or Rodman the Bulls championship player whose body is hurt, who had to drink repeatedly, but make sure the bills was on the table. You grown now. Don't forget what he done did for you. You're mute.
I'm back. I'll hit the button. Just to see situations like this, me, being a parent and everything, I think it's important that to definitely have a how can I say this? To make sure that once when you're there for your kids and once they grow up and everything, to make sure that the stuff that you was there for, they are very appreciative of the stuff that they did for you, big things and also small things as well. Me as a father, I know me, spending majority part, her as her being an infant, and watching her grow and everything. There's things that I do want to be there for, stuff I can plan for head plan out before she does things and everything. And I know for me, I do want to be there on every single one of my daughter's life and everything. I'll try to find a way. Some fathers like a Dennis Rodman, who was a professional basketball player, who's definitely a Hall of Famer, who's not a perfect type of man and everything. He has his issue and everything. And that's men that have a type of issues. They're still trying to work on it till this day. They work on till they in their 40s, 50s, and 60s and everything. And I still believe Dennis Rodman, he was there, but some important stuff and everything. But with some men like this, right, they have their issues. They're trying to figure out and everything, and they're really not perfect. And hopefully, Dennis Rodman maybe next year, tomorrow, next week, he could be better, and he's working on that. And I think he does love his daughter very, very much. He does probably watch her, play and everything. But the thing is, for Dennis Rodman's daughter and everything, if you want to make that type of boundary of, not want to see him or anything, that's what you want to make your life better. Do what you want to do, Because when I was hearing her, she didn't really not make a boundary and say, okay, I'm talking to you, I don't want to talk to you again. I still feel like, even though she said there's not no hope for it, I don't believe that she didn't want to say that, but I really believe that, if Dennis Rodman is trying and everything, you might not see him like you think that you want him to, but if he's, coming up in certain events, like, you're a professional soccer player, he does come under your games, and people know who he is and everything, but he still shows up. I think that's a big step and everything. So, but to me, it starts by little. It starts by doing phone calls. If you do phone calls once every other week, try to build a relationship again, and they plan on something to see each other, and that can work out and everything. I believe like this type of situation, it can get better. It's really not. It's really not nothing. Muddy. It's not a muddy relationship. A father and daughter type of relationship. But this type of situation, I've never seen it fixed, and there could be some reconciled and everything. So, with this situation, I do see hope, and I could definitely see them, hopefully fixing their relationship again.